So, the main character, Bob, is shown who used to work in a mill in the city. He also had a wife and a daughter named Eva, but he used to stay away from both of them. Eva was growing up, due to which the distance between her and her mother was increasing. She did not listen to anything her mother said. That is why her mother talks to Bob. She tells him everything, and says that you are her dad. Explains something to her, but Bob does not talk to her directly. On the contrary, he says that I do not want to have any relationship with you people. But obviously she was his daughter. So Bob also felt bad after hearing about her. That is why, to lighten his mind, he goes to a bar. There he meets a dealer. He tells Bob that my boss Nelson needs a special person who can secretly deliver his goods from one place to another. He was actually asking Bob to do this work and gives him Nelson's number. But for now Bob takes the goods that he had come to take from him. The next day when he went to work, he starts looking at a faulty machine. When he was checking the blade of the machine, it suddenly started moving, but while checking it, he got lost somewhere when his partner called out. And Bob moved back and he narrowly escaped from getting cut. He was feeling very strange, so he told his boss that he wanted a few days off, to which the boss agreed. So he came home, packed his stuff and left with the car. At night, when he was traveling, he started feeling weakness in his body, due to which he was unable to control the car and it collided with a pole, due to which Bob met with an accident. His life was saved, but he got minor injuries. That is why he immediately called Nelson and informed him about this. Then he quickly went to the nearby cafe. He came to the washroom there and cleaned the blood with his hand. He started feeling pain in his stomach. He thought that maybe he might have got hurt there too. So he removes his shirt to see. But what is this? His body was disappearing and his bones were starting to show from his ribs. Bob got a little scared seeing this, but then he bandages himself and comes out. Nelson also comes there in a short while. Bob tells him that my car has been damaged a lot and I don't have money to get it repaired. Hearing this, Nelson says then it's okay if you do the work of delivering goods for me, then I will also give you money so that you can get your car repaired. Now Bob had no other way, so he has to agree to Nelson. Then Nelson brings him to his house. Then the next day he comes to the forest with Bob and kills the bear with a bullet. Then he cuts off the bear's head and keeps it in a box. The next day Nelson gives this box to Bob. Actually it contained the body parts of the bear, which Nelson wanted to sell in the black market so that he can earn a lot of money. Because only such wrong things used to happen in that black market. Well, now Bob sees that his car has been repaired. That is why he immediately sets out to do Nelson's work. It got late while he was traveling, so he goes to his wife's house. Eva was not at home. When he asked, his wife told him that she will stay at her friend's house tonight, because she has been doing this before. Now the next day when Bob is about to go to deliver the box, Eva also returns home. She gets angry at her dad that, "Where have you come from today after being absent for so many days?" But Bob was not well. He does not give any answer. That is why Eva notices this and goes inside the house. Bob reaches that man and gives him the box. The man advises him not to work with Nelson. He is a very dangerous person. But due to his ill health, Bob does not say anything here and just does his work. That man also noticed that Bob is not well. That is why he gives Bob a Chinese medicine. He brings it home, where Eva asks him about his deteriorating health. But Bob lies that there is nothing much. I just got hurt during work. Then Eva starts asking him about her grandfather's fatal disease. That is, about Bob's dad's disease. But he does not give any answer to this and evades the topic. After some time, Eva leaves the house to meet her friends. On the way, she sees a Chinese shop, in which she goes. Actually, like her father Bob, she also had a disease about which she did not want to tell the world. In the shop, a lady shows medicines to Eva. She also tells that there is a doctor inside. You can get him checked up. She did not want to meet any doctor. That is why she just ordered Chinese tea. She leaves with a box. Then she went to meet her friends. They make a plan that a mental hospital has been closed for a long time. Let's go there for a visit. She reached there in a short while. Although the hospital was closed, they somehow managed to enter inside. This place seemed very scary because it was deserted. That's why people started joking by talking about ghosts and spirits. Eva tells that there was a time when my grandfather was also admitted here because he also had a fatal disease and he died before I was born. Eva wanted to find her grandfather's file and know about his disease. While walking, they reached the basement where they saw someone who was wrapped in a white cloth, and as soon as he saw these people, he immediately disappeared from there because whatever it was, he was scared of it. Everyone got nervous. One of Eva's friends gets so scared that suddenly Eva holds her hand, But then they saw a shocking thing which frightened everyone because Eva's zoo was disappearing from the middle and her hand looked as if it was separate. Seeing this, everyone got very scared. Leaving Eva, everyone ran away from there immediately. On the other side, Bob and his wife were talking. She was getting happy by remembering the stories of Eva's childhood. But the next morning when her mother checked in the room, she came to know that Eva had not come home last night. Her mom and dad got worried for Eva. Both of them started looking for her everywhere. But she had disappeared. There was no trace of her. When they checked the room, they found Eva's phone. On checking which they came to know that she had gone to the mental hospital with her friends. So Bob and his wife go to Eva's friend's house to ask. But her dad said that my daughter also did not return home. Both of them got very frightened. After some time, Bob calls Nelson and says that it will take time to deliver your next parcel to the destination because my daughter has gone missing, so I am looking for her. Then Bob sees Eva's other friends and he goes to ask them. But those boys do not answer straight. Due to which Bob gets angry and he starts beating them. Then one boy says that Eva did go to the mental hospital with us. But we ran away from there in fear. We do not know whether Eva ran away or not. Whether she came home or not, or where she disappeared. Hearing this, Bob understands that she must have gone to the hospital to know about her grandfather's illness. On the other hand, when Eva regains consciousness, she finds herself locked in a cage. She does not understand anything about how she came here and who imprisoned her. Bob and his wife go to the hospital, where the security guard stops her. He does not let her go inside. Bob gets angry, so he starts beating the guard. But he himself falls down in pain. Some people picked him up and brought him to the nearby hospital. Then a lady doctor came there, who recognized Bob because she knew his dad too. She told Bob's wife that his condition was very bad. Therefore Bob would have to be kept in this hospital only. Bob remembered that in his childhood when his dad was getting his treatment done in this hospital, Bob used to sit outside his room. This doctor did not let him go inside. And BSHE knew Bob since then because his dad also did not want Bob to know about his illness. His condition was very bad at that time. Well, now that lady doctor talks to Bob and shows him his dad's room and says that if you want, you can stay here and get your treatment done. But Bob refused, saying that my daughter is missing. She will need me. Don't know where she is, in what condition. But ignoring his words, the guards forcefully send him to the room and lock him. At night when Bob was suffering in pain, he woke up. Then he saw that the door opened by itself. And the keys of the main gate were also lying on the table. It seemed as if someone wanted to help him. That is why he immediately left from here and came to his wife's house. She was not at home. But his neighbor was there. Then Nelson's call comes. He threatens Bob and says that if the parcel does not reach its destination on time, I will kill you and your family. Hearing this, he becomes more upset. Then he came to know that Eva's friend has returned home. That is why Bob immediately goes to talk to her. Eva's friend tells that I have come to know about her truth because I had seen Eva's arm which had disappeared. She gives Eva's bag to Bob. When Bob checked it, he found Chinese tea in it. Then Bob remembered that this is exactly the same as the medicine I had given her. The man had given it to him to whom I had delivered Nelson's parcel. That is why he immediately reached that man and asked him about his missing daughter and wife. The man replied, "Look, even though I do wrong things, I myself am a husband and a father, so I can never even think of kidnapping someone's daughter or wife." Saying this, the man tells Bob about the same Chinese shop from where Eva had taken tea. Now we are shown Eva, whom some people wanted to check. That is why they are applying curses on her body. They even started scratching her wounds, due to which the poor lady starts writhing in pain. In a short while, Bob also reaches that shop and starts asking the shop lady about his missing daughter. She gets scared after seeing him but does not tell the truth. Then Bob sees Eva's bicycle parked on one side of the shop and takes off his hood. Now, the lady is shocked after seeing more than half of her head missing. She understood that Eva is just like her dad Bob. That is why she fearfully points towards the doctor's room. Bob understands the gesture and immediately runs towards it. While going inside, he takes off his shirt, and here we see for the first time that his body is disappearing from different places. He now goes to the basement where the doctor and assistant were. He attacks them, asks about his son and asks them to leave him. Just then Eva, who is locked in a cage, hears her dad's voice and calls out to him. Bob follows the voice and goes towards that direction, and when Eva sees him half disappeared, she gets very scared, but Bob normalizes her and opens the cage and takes her out. Both come out from there. Also, Bob's condition had become very bad. So Eva supports him and brings him home. Bob's wife sees that he is disappearing fast, so she quickly starts taking care of Bob because she also knew about his disappearing disease. The next morning when Bob woke up, he started talking to Eva. He told her that I went away from both of you because of this disease, so that you do not have to face any trouble because of me, otherwise I love you very much. But now I understand that maybe this thing is in our blood which you got because of me even though you did not want it, just like I got it from my dad. After some time he started packing his stuff to leave from here. He told that, I have become very weak. He also falls. He said that before this truth comes out, in front of the world, I should go away from everyone. Hearing this, Eva also asks him to go with her because after a few days she was also going to be in the same condition. This made Bob's wife very sad. Despite not wanting to, she has to send both of them. She met them and said goodbye to them with a heavy heart. After which both father and daughter sit in the car and leave from there. They talked a lot on the way. Bob says I always behaved strictly with you people so that I could stay away from you because I did not want to become a burden by staying with you people. Eva says Dad, I have always felt your absence and now I want to spend every moment with you which we have lost. Well, now these people reached the place where they had to deliver Bob's next parcel. Then Bob sees that even his face is disappearing. He does not understand what to do. Then Eva covers her face by applying foundation and Bob goes and gives the parcel to that man. After which he brings her to his house. After that she makes Chinese tea, which both of them drink. Bob tells her that you can live here peacefully because people here do not care about anyone's disappearance. Both father and son spend a very good time. They laugh and joke. On the other hand, when the man opened Nelson's parcel, there was only a nail in it. When he told Nelson, he got very angry. Bob started disappearing even faster now. Only a little of his face was left. He hugs his daughter and says, my child, my last time has come. Then he goes to the mill saying he has some work, where he had completely disappeared. Then Nelson forcefully enters Bob's house. He points a gun at Eva and asks her about Bob. Then, she says that she has sold this house to me and left. But Nelson knew that this is not true, because Bob's stuff was still lying here. So he thinks of punishing Eva for Bob's mistake. He was staring at her and acting weird when someone pushed him hard. From this she understood that this is my father who although has completely disappeared but still has come to protect me. Then some more. Soon Bob beats Nelson so badly that he kills him. Eva talks to her missing dad who promises her that my child, my love, I will never leave you alone from now on. Even though I am invisible, that is, I am missing even after I exist. I cannot be seen. Whatever the situation, I will protect you. Quickly he picked up Nelson's body and threw it in the forest so that the bear eats it. Now Eva went to a shop and bought glasses and came back and sat in the car. She started talking to Bob. She wanted that when both of them completely disappear, they should be able to see each other with the help of glasses. Bob tells her that when my dad disappeared, he did not want me to see him in such a condition. I was admitted in the hospital, next to the mental hospital where he was later admitted, from where he disappeared. There I came to know that my dad is alive. Whereas I and everyone else were thinking that he has been killed. But he had just disappeared. BCZ he opened the room door for me and also kept the keys of the main gate on the table, so that I could get out of there. From this we understand that the person who helped Bob at that time was none other than Bob's daddy. Eva also tells him everything when they went to visit the mental hospital, that is, the person wrapped in white cloth. Then, Bob says that yes, my dad is alive in that mental hospital. He has disappeared and is wandering there for so many years. Everyone feels as if he is a ghost, that's why no one goes there. Hearing this Eva becomes happy and says that if my grandfather is alive then I will definitely meet him. I will definitely talk to him because I often remember him. And then when I also disappear, then the three of us will live together. I will also free grandfather from there, and with this the story of